Hi everyone, my name's Siera, and I am going to revisit the past with you and go over a childhood game that I used to play. My son is 5, he will have no idea what this is. Are you guys familiar with tic-tac-toe?
Yes.
Okay, so today I thought I'd share with you guys a strategy as to how to never lose. So you can just pass, just pass it down. I want to go over first, what is tic-tac-toe? Does anyone want to answer that question?
X's and O's.
X's and O's. So
Three in a row.
it's played on a 3x3 grid, 2-player game. You're either an X or an O. And the goal of the game is to get 3 marks in a row. So you can either go down, across, or even diagonal. So those are 3 ways you can win. And so before I start, I did want to analyze the grid a little bit. So let me draw a new square. So not all squares are created equally. The reason I say this is if you go first, you should not choose the side squares because there are less ways to get 3. If you pick a corner square and the middle square, you will have more chances of getting 3 in a row. What I mean by that is, say I choose this right corner. I can, hypothetically speaking, get 3 across, 3 down, and 3 diagonally off the bat. If I choose a side square, such as that side, I can only go across and then down. So right off the bat, you should definitely choose the corner squares or the middle. And if you look at the handout that I gave you guys, the keys to playing tic-tac-toe, the player who goes first always has the upper hand. And the reason why is they get to set up the grid. So you kind of come up with different combinations. That's how you play the game. If you go first, you have first choice. So you can pick either the corner or the middle piece, which are the better positions for your marks. And so the key thing is, if you are going first, if your opponent picks anything but the middle, you will automatically win by using this specific combination or the strategy. So can I have a volunteer for someone to come up and play tic-tac-toe with me real quick, just so I can show?
Oh, I will.
Okay, come on. Saw you playing earlier. Doodle. Okay, so with my theory, if I go first, what you have to do is pick a corner. You just pick any corner. So I'll be O and I'm gonna pick a corner. And you can pick any piece, any square except for the middle.
Oh, no, come on.
For the round 1. So,
Oh, I'm an X, right?
yes.
Yeah. Anything except the middle. So I want to try to block you in as many ways as I can. Well, let's just go here.
Okay, so the trick that I have, or the strategy I have, is since the middle isn't taken, I am gonna automatically win because what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna force her to block me and then create a 2-way that I can get
okay.
3 in a row. So if I go here,
Well, then I'm going to go here, obviously.
automatically, then what I will do is put my piece
Oh,
here,
okay, so
and
you've
I'll
got
have
2
2 ways of getting 3 in a
Okay.
row. So that is a tip I have for an old game, and so that's it. I think I'm out of time.
All right,
So I have to
perfect.
finish.
All right, thank you. Here, I'll take care of that. You can just start the feedback.
Oh, and there's more chips, there's more chips here.
I didn't really practice, so I
So
didn't
Rose,
know
if
what
you
to
want to
offer.
start the feedback.
Oh, yeah, oh, I thought it was great. I mean, it was fun, and I think calling on somebody to volunteer and get up and actually kind of go through it with you, whether it was me or somebody else, it added a whole different element and made it much more interactive, and I thought that was a really good technique.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, I thought it was good. I liked the use of the class participation, and then also the visual aids, the handout, and up on the board.
Yeah, we can take these home to practice.
Your presentation is nice. Were you nervous when you were up there?
it wasn't what I planned at all.
You seem like you're going in
I
and out of being
literally,
nervous.
yeah, I literally winged it and like feeling it.
And I thought
I'm
that-
literally replaying it in my head over and over.
Got, well, we're replaying a lot here, yeah. But I thought you did really well. Your voice projects, you're fine. It's just the nervousness of going back in and out, but if you practice more and whatever you do, you'll be great, no problem.
I thought it was fun. What part of it were you reading? The whole thing or just part of it?
I didn't practice, so I have a script that I was reading, and in my
Okay.
head I read a lot faster than when I'm speaking.
Yeah.
So in 4 minutes, I didn't even get to the end part of if someone does choose the middle, because you can't tell the person you're playing with,
Yeah.
hey, don't pick the
So
middle.
we're not gonna make it about the game.
Okay.
It's
Okay.
just straight feedback.
It was, I thought it was fun and I couldn't tell that you were nervous. I thought you did a great job.
I think you did a great job. The only thing I would recommend if you do use handouts to go through each tip so that we can follow along with what you gave us. But overall, it was great.
I think a new way of looking at something old was like a bullying tactic. The only thing I would suggest is watching the words, so you said you guys.
Mm.
I thought your presentation was good. It was the use of grabbing somebody from from the group to interact to play along was genius. It was good.
Yeah, I thought the overall flow was pretty good. I couldn't pick up that you were nervous either, so. it was pretty good.
Yeah, I thought that there was a much more professional demeanor about you today versus last week. Last week there was a lot of giggling at points, and a lot more casual in your word choice last week. I totally agree with Adrian, the you guys thing, especially in the beginning, was peppered throughout. So just really tighten up that language, but what you do have is a really good ability to make something linear, so it's easy for us to follow along. The fact that you said you were kind of winging it, so winging it just doesn't work, right? Because you said your brain works quicker than your mouth. So if you're winging it, it just means that you're going to start jumping around. So practice for you becomes key. You're welcome.